2 people were killed and dozens of others were wounded overnight in Russian attacks on Ukrainian port cities on the Black Sea. And Israel's president addressed Congress yesterday. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Ukraine's military says at least 27 people have been wounded and 1 other person killed in Russian attacks on Black Sea port cities. Russia is also warning commercial ships in the Black Sea will be designated legitimate targets. NPR's Charles Maines reports from Moscow.
Russia's defense ministry says it will now regard all ships headed to Ukrainian ports as, quote, potential carriers of military cargo and their home countries as direct allies of Kyiv in the conflict. The warning came just days after Moscow pulled out of a UN-brokered grain deal that had guaranteed the safe passage of Ukrainian exports through the Black Sea for much of the past year. Russian President Vladimir Putin says he withdrew from the agreement over its failure to remove sanctions-related barriers to Russian agricultural trade. Putin has also promised Russia would re-enter the deal if and when those barriers are lifted. Ukraine and its Western allies accuse the Kremlin of leveraging global food security in a bid for sanctions relief. Charles Maines, NPR News, Moscow.
The National Weather Service continues to warn of relentless heat in the south and the west today. Just over 100 million people in the U.S. are under some kind of heat advisory or warning. Texas's abortion restrictions are being challenged in court. The Center for Reproductive Rights sued Texas on behalf of 13 women who had pregnancy complications and were denied abortions. NPR's Selena Simmons-Duffin reports they're asking for a pause on the ban for certain abortions.
During hours of emotional testimony Wednesday, 3 women described how Texas abortion laws delayed medically needed abortions, which led to negative health outcomes. One developed sepsis after her water broke. Another traveled out of state to ensure a healthy twin could survive. Attorneys defending the state bans say the case should be dismissed and that the state is not to blame for these women's experiences. Texas Assistant Attorney General Amy Pletcher asked each of the patients who took the stand this question.
At any time, did Attorney General Paxton tell you that you couldn't receive an abortion?
She also asked if any of the patients had filed malpractice claims against their doctors. After the 2-day hearing ends, the judge could rule at any time. Selena Simmons-Duffin, NPR News, Austin, Texas.
Israeli President Isaac Herzog is working to reassure U.S. lawmakers of the strength of Israeli democracy. He spoke to a joint meeting of Congress yesterday. Herzog noted deep divisions within Israel over a proposed overhaul of that nation's judiciary. Herzog also warned U.S. lawmakers about Iran's actions in the Middle East.
Iran is building nuclear capabilities that pose a threat to the stability of the Middle East and beyond. Every country or region controlled or infiltrated by Iran has experienced utter havoc.
Herzog's speech was boycotted by a group of left-wing Democrats. They oppose Israel's treatment of Palestinians. You're listening to NPR.